My son is going to get his heart broken tonight. My son has been dating a girl for a few months. I'm friendly with her mom, and she texted me this morning, explaining that she found inappropriate texts on her daughter's phone to another boy. They've only been talking for a few days, and she doesn't even know the boy. I think she met him online. Her mom is making her tell my son tonight. I'm heartbroken for him, and I've already prepped his favorite dinner for afterwards. I can't give him a warning, right? I have to let him navigate this on his own. I'm worried that if I let on that I knew before he even went to school this morning, he would be upset with me. Man, this sucks. Top comments.
Stay out of it. I honestly think the girl's mother is overstepping by forcing her daughter to come clean.
She said she wanted her to deal with the consequences of her actions.
Why did that mom bother telling you at all?
I think she just wanted to warn me that I was going to have a heartbroken kiddo. I appreciate the heads up, but in a way, it does make things more difficult for me. Update. I wanted to thank everyone for all of the kind words that they had for me yesterday. It was interesting to see the different responses, most of which were very positive, but quite a few thought we were overstepping and invading privacy. To expand on my previous post, our kids are both 14, and this is their first real relationship. This got longer than anticipated, so I apologize in advance. My daughter, son, and his girlfriend are all on the same sports team, and they had practice last night. My daughter came out first after the confession and told me that his girlfriend told him what happened before practice even started. My daughter wasn't sure what was said, so I waited for him to come out to the car. To my surprise, he seemed completely normal. I asked him how practice went, and he said something along the lines of, "Her mom told you, didn't she?" with a slight grin. I told him that I knew the gist of it, but not everything, and I would like to hear what she told him. She told him that her friend had given her number to a boy whom she met online. He started texting her, and she just went along with it. Then she got grounded for school reasons, and her mom had her phone. This boy texted when her mom had her phone, and that's how she found out. She was crying, profusely apologizing, and asked him if he would forgive her. He did. He then asked if I was going to make them break up, to which I told him no. It's his relationship, and I'm not going to tell him what to do. After we got home, his girlfriend's mom messaged and asked how he was doing. I told her that he was doing fine and relayed what I was told, which she corroborated. The boy was sending inappropriate messages, and she just answered back innocently, but the mom was upset that she broke their no talking to strangers rule and didn't tell her mom what was happening when his messages turned inappropriate. She is going to reach out to her friend's mom to let her know what is happening because her gut tells her that it's not a young boy on the other end of the phone. She also told me that she did a deep dive on her phone to make sure there was nothing else, and she was delighted to see how innocent the conversations between her and my son were. He is pretty prude and gets uncomfortable with anything remotely inappropriate. He doesn't even like explicit language and music. When talking to him this morning, I discovered that neither one of them had had their first kiss yet but had talked about it. They recently decided not to when she got too nervous. It's all pretty wholesome, really. Top comments.
Let me just see if I get it. A friend of the girlfriend gave her number to an online stranger. Is this normal? It feels weird, and I'd be suspicious about that friend. The girlfriend replied back, and it was innocent on her end. She didn't tell her mom, though, that she was talking to a stranger. She gets mad that the girl broke their rule about not talking to strangers. At no point did things get inappropriate on her end, but the stranger got inappropriate with the girl. I'm sus about that friend and worried about the seeming naivete of the girlfriend.
My son also said he was very suspicious of the friend. He has met her before and said that she didn't even really talk to him. I'm not so sure I would call it naivete on the part of the girlfriend. It's possible that she was just uncomfortable and didn't know how to react or respond. I was also that way at 14. As someone that was already getting groomed at 14, I'm genuinely so glad to see some 14-year-olds that are just so adorable and wholesome that they're even waiting for their first kiss. Update in 10 years when they get married? It's kind of a funny story. They don't go to the same school right now, but they did in 2nd grade. They dated in 2nd grade, whatever that means, and then we moved, and they hadn't seen each other since about 6 months ago, and then they started dating a few weeks later.